to another Shave and Chat brought to you by the Razor Company. I am Jeremy, the Traveling Shaver, and today we're going to be highlighting the TRC razor in aluminum. Before we get to the razor, the soap that I'm using is Katie's Bubbles Connecticut Shade. Absolutely love this tobacco scent. It's fantastic. The brush is one of the Zen series from Teton Shaves, and the leather has been whipped up beautifully in a TRC 3D printed bowl, the indestructible travel bowl. Great bowl, by the way. Now, the razor, it's a little more on the mild side, but there's a couple things that are different about it that I wanted to highlight. One is the base plate has the nubs for the blade, and the top cap, you see the holes where the blades go through. This is very similar to that of the Game Changer. So I love this because I normally put the blade on the top cap and put the base plate on and then screw that on. Can do that here, but it's a bit more awkward. So I just take my blade, I can't really do this. It's difficult here, but I will kind of split my finger there so the post will go through there, lay the blade in the top cap, so it's over those posts. Then I'll take the top cap, put that down, and then just hold that. And with this one, the edges do not overhang, so there's no worry about getting the tabs of the blade. And then just tighten that down, and you're good to go. Now, the slope on there may remind you of another razor. It's very similar to that of the Henson. You can see that there, very similar head geometry. I will honestly say, 100% honest, I prefer the TRC. I like a little bit of blade feel with my razor. I like the efficiency of the TRC better. Not saying the Henson's a bad razor, I still enjoy the Henson, but given the choice between the two, TRC hands down. All right, so we're gonna put that on there. Now, as I mentioned, another thing I like, the handle shape. Perfect little spot right there to grab that. It's where it's balanced. Just feels really good in the hand right there. You can find the angle fairly easily. And works perfectly. This is a 30s blade. It is extremely smooth because of the razor being used. Getting a little bit of blade feel, which I actually prefer. Zero tugging, which is not bad for a third use blade. And that was perfect. Great with the grain pass. Katie's Bubbles is a fantastic soap. It's pretty hard, not triple milled, but is a harder soap, so it will last a while. A little bit goes a long way. Against the grain, no issues whatsoever. Not sure if you can hear that audio feedback. And that is a really close shave. Absolutely fantastic. You can see, probably not going to see it very well. Well, you can see that a little bit there, maybe a little bit of stubble. And I like the grooves on the bottom there. Rinses off very nicely. It was a very close shave, no irritation. And you cut the cheeks a little bit. because there's so little there. And there we go. Fantastic. Just a 2-pass head shave. Don't need a whole lot more there. Really on my neck, that's all I do is 2 passes. Because it's hard to go with the way my hair grows. It goes that way, so it's hard to go in and out. And that took down 3 days worth of growth without any issue. Nice and comfortable, very smooth. We'll go ahead and do we'll do 1 pass on the head as well. There's plenty of lather left in my knot and in the bowl. So I got I purchased the TRC razor shortly after it came out. And generally speaking, I like efficient blade feel. Some people would say aggressive razors. For the longest time, my daily driver was a Mercurfutur. And I've used the 2011 R41, and I like those more aggressive blade feel blades or razors. This is one of my first kind of medium aggressive razors, I guess you'd say, or medium to mild. Not really mild, but one that didn't have a whole ton of blade fill. And the first couple of uses, it took a little bit to get used to because of just the head geometry, but really got on with that really fast. I think doing some head shaves with it really helped, just because it has a different geometry than most of my other razors. The Blackbird's kind of close, and but I have to say that after I used this a couple times, I used it a few times in a row, and after that I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a fantastic razor. If it's something that if I have a little bit of irritation, maybe I pushed a blade too far or went too far between shaves and then used a really aggressive razor and caused a little bit of irritation because I was too aggressive with my shave. If I need something that's a little bit more toned down as far as aggression or anything goes, this is my go-to. When I don't have a full beard, it gets under the nose very easily. Because of it's on the mild side, that little medium, slightly above, it's a good medium range. Not a lot of blade fill, but you can definitely tell it's there. And I love the auto feedback as well. So if I just want something that's a little bit medium aggression, 9 times out of 10, this is what I grab as far as a DE. Shaving the head with this is super easy as well. And I like that the tabs of the blade are covered up also, because of, especially with the base plate, having a little blade on the base plate, or not having to. I choose to because it makes it easier for me. But I like that because I can pinch the side as I'm screwing down the handle. I don't have to worry about trying to flip over the razor while holding the blade. And the only thing that you might have to worry about, if anything, is making sure your fingers don't get pinched between the top cap and the base plate. But other than that, I don't recall what the blade gap is on this. It looks like it's a decent gap. You're probably not gonna be able to pick it up here. It's not focusing, but I can definitely see a good little bit of gap between the safety bar and the blade itself. So it has a decent gap. Like I said, like that just took down 3 days growth on my head and neck without any issue, no drag. Can't say that some of the razors are similarly shaped, but no drag. And the soap is slick enough that I can go back over this without any issue. Now I'm only going to do one pass on the head because it is winter and it's cold outside and I like to wear beanies. And if my head is completely clean shaven both ways, beanies don't sit on my head. So we're going to call that good. Absolutely brilliant razor. Seriously, if you have not picked up one of these, this also is available in stainless steel. I don't recall what the weight differences are. I like aluminum for most of the razors, or lighter weight material like the titanium. Stainless steel in the right razor I like it a little more aggressive razor than stainless steel. Something like a Blackbird. If I'm going stainless, I like that. I like the weight on the aggressive razors. The lightweight, I want the more medium weight to it, if that makes sense. But that was fantastic. Again, the soap I used was Connecticut Shade by Katie's Bubbles. If you haven't checked out Katie's Bubbles, highly recommend them as well. They're one of the first artisans I've used. This soap, if you like tobacco, is top notch. And if you like the bowl lather, this thing's great also. It's a little bit flexible, but I really like it. It has, you can't see it in here, but you might be able to see there. It has little ridges on the outside that really help produce a lather very quickly and easily. And TRC in aluminum or stainless. I haven't put up the stainless steel version because I really like this aluminum version. The only thing I wished this could do was this bottom was a little bit more, had a little bit more of a flat point on it, so it would stand up. Other than that, it's fantastic. And the head design, I love the geometry. I love the slight blade feel you get with this. I also like the looks of having the posts poke through. The only thing that is different for me is having having to put the blade on the base plate instead of the top cap like the majority of my other razors. But anyway, I'm starting to ramble. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of A Shave and Chat from TRC, and hope to catch you guys soon.